say, whoa, get ready, bam-a-lam, whoa, get ready, bam-a-lam, whoa, get ready, bam-a-lam, get ready to ride. Whoa, get ready, bam-a-lam, whoa, get ready, bam-a-lam, whoa, get ready, bam-a-lam, get ready to ride.
Oh yeah, Blake, let's take him around the world.
Detroit, Milan, bam-a-lam,
Miami, LA, New York, Dubai.
Dubai, Japan, bam-a-lam,
ATL, Nashville to the
east
shack.
side, west side, bam-a-lam.
I tell the truth, even when I lie. Ha ha.
It's a wet, cold, rainy night in Vancouver, but the action will be hot inside Rogers Arena on a Saturday night for National Lacrosse League action. During warm-ups in Rogers Arena, no officials on the floor, and all heck broke loose here as you see Jackson Subak and Tyler Biles shed the mitts and buckets and get after it at center floor during warm-up. Blow the whistle. Let's play some lacrosse as Nighthawks in white, Warriors in black. And the rematch of the home and home underway. And Rochester with the early chance, and in it goes in transition. Nighthawks score on the first shot of the game right off the face-off. 1-0 K-Hawks.
Well, you think they've got some energy? This is a team that has been kind of ripped apart in the media for the most part all week long with the hit, with the response. Now here they come into Rogers Arena with the first goal to quiet down the crowd. And again, Cap not taking faceoffs tonight as he's a healthy scratch. Adler had his way with Cap a week ago. And first shot, first goal, Pacino trying to fire up his team. Here we go. And struggled again last week against Vancouver. He was blanked in this building in December of 2024, the only game that he's been held scoreless over the last couple of seasons in this building.
Around a screen comes Clarich. And Vancouver responds as Marcus Clarich with the first goal for the Warriors. And we're tied up at 1 with 13:15 here to go first quarter.
Who said on a podcast this week, I'm an off-ball guy. And then Kerbalowski got wind of that and went up to the kid and said, you are not an off-ball guy. You have the best feet on this team. Use it. And he does it here to start this game and tie things at 1. Just runs a lap of the offensive zone, uses his feet to beat a couple defenders, and a good twister finish back to the short side.
Dancing along the center stripe. We'll keep it on the right side here for the Nighthawks as somebody lost a sneaker down on the turf. They'll throw that out near center as Ryan Lanchberry.
What a sting here, low to high, a magnificent shot.
Well, you knew the big guns here. They had 16 shots out of Smith, 12 out of Fields. Goal. 13th of the year for Lanchberry. Rochester back in front 2-1. And back in possession here with Zed Williams. Way too much room. That's closed off quickly there by Simpson, who took a bit of an awkward fall in warm-up, but a quick pass down low for Hogg, and he caught Delbienko by surprise there as that one ends up behind him, and this Nighthawk offense looking much sharper than they did a week ago, 3-1.
The best goal differential coming in this first quarter. They've come out hot tonight, let alone the storylines. This is just good ball movement on the offensive side of things. And Delbienko thinks he has that over. He's literally hugging that pipe.
Yeah, just a
and
perfect
Hogg finds
shot.
a hole.
Just a perfect shot there from Graydon Hogg, and here's Lanchberry off the wall. Darts low, got a step, flip it high. Smith turned, load, fire, scores. Ryan Smith picks the corner, and the Nighthawks off to a red-hot start here, leading 4-1.
And he's found the back of the net early here tonight on this kind of second opportunity. Lanchberry dashes low, draws the double, and then way too much time for Ryan Smith to pick his poison on possession and trying to work the ball around.
Long way to here to go tonight, no question about it. Still 8:45 to go in this first quarter. Ethan Ticehurst did take a shift last possession out there, and Curtis Dixon will take a shot and score a goal.
A little bit too ambitious on this play as you see Pacino and Gillies started the fast break, which creates this odd man rush coming back the other way for Vancouver.
Back in comes the Nighthawks offense as Ryan Smith off the half wall in on Charbonneau, who was the center of attention last week, and there's Connor Fields. And I don't know, I think that might have caught a piece of Mitski's stick and changed direction on Delbienko there.
Touching the back of the net to start this game. It kind of didn't go in super clean. Delbienko gets a piece of it actually as well.
Man.
As it goes off the shoulder and in. But Connor Fields, who Came in hot this afternoon, comes in also with lost 2 in a row now, and the ugly game last week. This is a really important one here to bounce back tonight.
Smith from a bad angle. Del Bianco the stop. Outlets quickly to Simpson. Penalties killed off. Transition coming for the Warriors. Simpson. Jesse King scores! Well, that's how you want to do it right there for the Warriors. They kill off a 2-man advantage, create transition off the turnover, and Jesse King sticks it into the goal.
A big win on the road. Now can we come back home and step on a team's throat and win 2 in a row?
Oh, Jesse King can score 2.
Yeah, his stick is absolutely dialed right now. No fear of going inside for Jesse King as he's battling with the veteran Dan Coates, and a nice pick to push off his defender and streak right down the heart of the defense to beat Hartley for his 2nd in a row. It's a 1-goal game after this hot Rochester start. Something he hasn't been able to do throughout the last few games of his career against his club. You have to get inside, jump on Del Bianco, get those opportunities. But Del Bianco does a good job holding the fight.
He's red hot. The Natty Hattie for the natural himself.
Gets inside, absolutely fearless for the veteran, and very similar, just a different spot on the floor. This time he pushes off Ian Lord.
First power play opportunity coming for Vancouver should they fail to score on the 6-on-5. Might want to give it to number 19 here. Ball will find him. Oh, a tip off the stick of Thompson. Still King. Oh, he had Sheridan going. He took a high stick, and I think Gilray going to get one as well. But Curtis Dixon will take at least one of those off the board, but I think it's still going to be a Vancouver power play after that second marker from Curtis Dixon.
Shot upstairs, stings the pipe.
Just watch Sheridan come in there and took one high from Gilray. The delayed call was already on, and then the second call coming to Gilray.
You're 6-on-5. You see all the defenders just kind of like now looking at the refs, kind of waiting for the whistle, but play to the whistle. Get out on the hands of Curtis Dixon. He'll make you pay.
Beatties and Jesse King. Dixon from the point. Here's Ball looking high. And Hartley enough of that one to keep it out, but it'll reset the shot clock here. Full 30 to work with. Dixon, no looker. Ball looking for a skip feed. He's got King. Stick at the ready. Dixon loading, shooting, and that one went right through the goal. Right through the mesh. Curtis Dixon from the point makes it 7-5 on the power play. And you might want to get a zap strap out or two to seal up a bulging twine. I mean, I've seen some things here tonight that I can't remember seeing ever.
Stings that top short side pipe corner again.
Someone gets stuck in the net earlier. That one went right through it.
Absolutely through the net. And Curtis Dixon all smiles. Charlotte Beatty's dancing around playing the heel here on wrestling night.
With Gilray getting after Charlotte Beatty's, but what an opening 15 minutes here from Rogers Arena. The Nighthawks held a 3-goal lead. The Warriors will hold a 2-goal lead after 15 minutes of play, as the two teams will have a chance to settle down with 3 quarters to go here from the Raj. Wrestling night, week 11 in the National Lacrosse League returns after these messages.
Out on hands, but usually when you're flogging from the outside, Del Bianco's gonna make those saves. Now we've seen Rochester kind of get quiet the later stages of that first quarter because those outside shots aren't going to drop all night against a goaltender like Christian Del Bianco every single time. You know, you can get back on a defender once in a while, but make sure the ref is not staring at you and your defender is not face down on the turf.
Yeah, as soon as you cross-check a guy while he's on the ground, they're going to call it. As King looking for his 4th, a good save for Rylan Hartley. A reset of the shot clock for Vancouver as they set now another penalty call coming here. So there's to see if they go to goal here quickly, and that one is in and out quickly as well. Keegan Ball joins the party. It's 8-5 Warriors, and I think they're going to stay on the man advantage here on the delayed call as out comes Fields, but a Nighthawk is going right back in. That ball was in and out of the net.
Watch this placement by Keegan Ball.
More of a facilitator now with the likes of King and Dixon in the lineup, but he's still racking the points up. Dixon right down to the crease. A crafty shovel high. One more here for Charlotte Beatty. Scores! And there's 10 for the Warriors with 10 to go in quarter 2.
And another bouncer 5-hole as they keep challenging Hartley. Now we're getting a challenge here, first of all, from Mike Hazen. Deep floor buzzer beaters.
Yeah.
You know,
After
6 on
review, the
5
call
shot,
of the
whatever
field's
the
been
case
overturned.
is.
We have a
Sure.
30-second shot clock violation. No goal.
So it is a shot clock violation, no goal. Connor Fields sets up on Beers. Dilk's ready to help. McConvey running picks. Up top, Lanchbury will let it fly. Good block. Stick in the lane from Owen Grant. Out comes Hartley. Look out here. Owen Grant will give him a bump. And then he'll get the stick up on Gilray. And are they going to have a go? I think they will. And down they go to the turf quickly. I mean, you can't make this stuff up, man. Power play here for the Nighthawks as we're back underway with 9.5 to go in the second quarter. Jay Kelly, Brad Challoner, Olivia McDonald with you here tonight. And Ryan Smith bringing it in. Looks back across the field, shoots and scores. A bouncer through the wickets at Del Bianco and a quick strike for the K-Hawks power play. And it's 9-6 Vancouver now as Steph Charbonneau looking for a man off the bench. He's got Curtis Dixon. And that one will count there for Superman, his third. And Vancouver answers back in about 7 seconds.
You have 4 for Curtis Dixon.
Excuse me.
.599 on the career. As we're on milestone watch here tonight. But a nice feed to a cutting Curtis Dixon. Doesn't have to bring his stick all the way across. Finds that 5-hole again. But they put up 16 last week, and they've got 10 here in, what's the math on that? Lots of lacrosse left to go. Put it that way.
There's Hogg. Has just shoot it, and good chance it's going in tonight. 10-7 as the Nighthawks respond.
And it shows how important that early.
Here we go with the Warriors power play. Set play on here for Keegan Ball and company. Up top for King. He's back out there after taking that high check from Thompson. Dixon down on the crease. And that pass got away from him a little bit. Down to 8 on the shot clock. Got to go to the net now. Ball, flip it. Dixon loaded. Shoots, scores. Oh, short side right to the penthouse. And that is number 600 right there for Superman as it comes on the power play and his 5th of the night. Have 4.5 minutes to work with here in this major penalty to Thompson.
You know, I didn't think this was going to be a team that was going to try to send bodies through the crease to send a message to start the game. They could have easily done that. They could have easily gave the ball to Ryan Sheridan and said, crash the net, bud. Start this game like that. But they're doing it how they want to be doing it. That's filling the back of the net, chasing Ryland Hartley. And now King's got 4 on the night and a now 5-goal lead.
Against the Rochester Nighthawks. As watch this one here from number 19. Just a simple little setup from Ball and bingo into the far side top left corner.
Curtis Dixon sets the pick. So, you know, they haven't been great here this season. Jake,
No.
they've lost 2 games here. They're only 1-2. They wanted to really make a tone setter here tonight and make this place a tough place to play. And they've done that through the first almost 30 minutes.
Bradley, Tutton, Adler into it here a little bit. As I think Vancouver was about to get a penalty here, but that may change after these altercations.
Charbonneau in there.
I mean, and this is the other thing, you know, with a tight game and, you know, the points and the win being the most paramount and important thing. And back underway we go here. 5-on-5 lacrosse, Vancouver ball. Charlotte Beatty's with it. Ducks low, little fake there. Help comes, somebody open. They'll move it to King, one more for Ball. 13 on the shot clock, Keegan Ball. Feeds Dixon, hot stick. Here's the drive, the spin. Can't get the shot off, down to 6 on the clock. Still Dixon, double comes. One more step and a riser, is that in too? Curtis Dixon can do no wrong. Let the socks fly from Rogers Arena. Curtis Dixon with his 6th.
6:01 for Curtis Dixon. Like, some of the words coming out of my mouth there are surprising even myself. But what a snipe again. That one don't go through again?
Yeah. This one coming from West Vancouver out near
Like
the
this
restraining
line. Oh,
in and out.
yeah, bit of a double doink.
I'll run this clock down. Got to go now. Down to 6. Fields down to the crease. Looking for a man high. It's Lanchbury down to Zed Williams. And Del Bianco looking around. He's got it underneath him. And that's the way half number 1 will come to a close. What are you looking at?
I don't know if that was the shot they're looking for. I think McConaughey was open on them. Then a 7-goal run by the Vancouver Warriors put an absolute stranglehold on this ball game.
Curtis Dixon himself.
6 or 7, not a bad night either way. 600, he becomes just the 4th player in league history to hit 600, and doing something tonight he's only done 3 times in his entire career, Jumbo. Score 7. We still have a half to go.
Blow the whistle. Let's play some lacrosse. We're underway here in quarter number 3. Jake Kelly, Brad Challoner, Olivia McDonald with you, and the Nighthawks trailing Vancouver by 6, 13-7.
You know, when guys are having career nights at age 37, it makes me feel good.
Gives a guy hope. And Connor Fields trying to give the Nighthawks some hope, as just as they did to start the game, scoring on their first shot of the second half. This time Connor Fields gets it to go, and the Nighthawks draw within 5 early in Q3. He's past Buffalo, Georgia, over Las Vegas. As it has been a action-packed week 11. Here's Ryan Smith. And 2 quick ones now for the Nighthawks as they come storming out of the gates. They're within 4. First Fields, now Smith, 13-9.
Hot start to this second half as Ryan Smith just kind of posts up with Callies and does this one all on his own. Watch this nice little slip here. He gets underneath his man, and no help underneath on the big body with the soft mitts inside, right?
It has been a wild one in Vancouver tonight, and still lots of time to play in this one. Even the wrestlers are watching intently. Ball scores. King of ball. 14-9.
This is one of those shifts where it just kind of like quietly progresses, real slow progression for Vancouver on the offensive side of the ball. Curtis Dixon ties up a couple of men. You see King kind of coming in the middle too. Almost a double seal for Keegan Ball to shoot through.
That's great work.
But there was someone in the lane every time the one with the Vancouver Warriors player thought about winding up and taking a shot.
Back to even strength we go. Lanchbury finds Smith in front, scores. Twinkle Toes himself right there. Had Ticehurst right on him, but a catch in tight, kept the feet out, and finds a little space past Del Bianco after the penalty kill. Ryan Smith off the bench and into the back of the net.
Yeah, those are big goals. You get a big stop from your defense on one end, and then Ryan Smith out to keep it out of the crease and into the back of the net in a blink.
Back with
just kind of slips through. No one picks him up. Ticehurst has to chase, but it's the defense on the far side that doesn't come over to respect Smith. Just almost surprised himself that he found.
3:25 here to go in the third. Nighthawks are within 4. They've trailed by as many as 6. Inside Hogg hooked it a little wide. Owen Grant waits for the carom off the end wall and sticks it in gear. Numbers here for Vancouver. Drop it off Simpson. He's got room to the middle. He'll shoot and score. He didn't need to go there. Just wind up and let it fly for double deuce. And it's 15-10 Warriors.
You know, we were talking about pick assists earlier. Watch Owen Grant. This just opens up so much real estate in that time and space for Shane Simpson to let this shot go. Owen Grant dumps off the pass, and there he's cleared Jeremy Thompson out of the way. Shane Simpson, a lot of time to think, do I want to pass? Do I want to wind up? I'll just fire this one.
Yeah, is that one where you're just not talking on the ride, or you're like, hey, man, how's it going? How are you?
Looking up at the floors, just ticking down. Why is it going so slow?
Pull the Fowler arm? I don't know.
He also said he didn't have a 100-foot dash jumping on a goaltender on his bingo card for the career, but did what needed to be done last week.
Team tough. Clarich. Here's Ball. Shooting right on and right into the Nighthawk logo of Hutchcraft, and that's the way quarter 3 comes to a close. 45 minutes in the books and 15 here to go from Rogers Arena. Shots on goal, 37-34 Vancouver. They lead the Nighthawks by 5 with 1 quarter to play.
To it wherever you get your podcast. But Owen Grant made sure to say to me, watch it on YouTube so you can see their pretty face.
That's up for debate. Blow the whistle. Let's play some lacrosse. No, Tino's doing a great job with that. But I kind of feel like Marcus Claridge is the media darling of it all, as we'll get a quick goal here to start the quarter for Rochester. And man, if they could just go back to first minutes of every quarter, they might be winning this game by 10.
That's 3 now. First quarter, third quarter.
Was right on it to make the call. Here we go with the Nighthawk power play. Smith will wheel through the middle. Fields into that soft zone. McConvey, Lanchberry scores! 5-hole for Lanchberry. And there it is, a power play goal for the Nighthawks, and they're within 3. 16 seconds is all it took.
This game has had everything. Like, there's nothing worse than a blowout. But Rochester proving that they're still going blow for blow here in the fourth quarter. Get that first goal and now a power play marker. And offensive whiteboard right now on the Rochester bench.
Oh, it's snuck through. As that's pretty good defense from Jake Pacino. As ball just kind of chucked one towards the net, and it rattles around in the feet of Hutchcraft and trickles across the goal line. That's a big goal there for Vancouver as they restore their 4-goal lead.
Yeah, a real trickler, a backbreaker for Rochester, because you're right. There's good defense. What else you got to do? You're on hands. That quick little step back, and even Hutchcraft is looking behind him like, how did that go in?
Yeah, that's just one you need your goaltender to make right there.
And they're actually out-shooting Vancouver now because a bunch of those shots haven't gone through at 40-39.
Midsgate getting his defensive troops sorted. And look for Zed Williams to take matters into his own hands, but kicks this one off. Oh, they're going to count it, and I think it's the right call here, Bradley. Just an overpowering shot from Thomas McConvey. Got across the goal line as Del Bianco got a piece but couldn't save it from crossing the white line.
Yeah, I saw the same thing you saw. That looked like it went.
There's a shorty here for Rochester. That's huge.
Back within 3.
Well, there'll be a couple of desperate teams going at it in that one, I dare say.
Yeah, 100%. And the Bandits get the TSN treatment back here, I believe, the week after.
February 20th. The Bandits come to town as Waters is going to send it to the back of the net out of the TV timeout. And it's a two-goal game, 16-14, and lots of time to play here from Rogers Arena.
So much time. It's going to get frantic here. Now, I can't believe this is still a 2-goal game and everything that's happened tonight. But Rochester just needs to start a quarters or TV timeouts. Just these.
It's unbelievable.
Draw up these plays and get these quick looks.
I mean, that's coming from Kyle Waters, and I don't know if any of the Warriors' defense or Del Bianco is expecting that guy to be the guy to shoot that ball.
Not a great kind of space to jump. You kind of just ran out of real estate there. I'm trying to spit out.
I think his plant foot just kind of got stuck in the turf, and he wasn't able to kind of take off the way he normally does. From the outside, Connor Fields, way too much room. Del Bianco stares it down. Big rebound. Fields scores! Oh, it was sitting there at the top of the crease, and it was Connor Fields who found the loose ball, and it's a 1-goal game.
Found his own rebound. Del Bianco makes the big first save, and Fields just digs it out through a couple of black jerseys. Just wanted it a little bit more on that Lucy.
I mean, give this Nighthawk team some credit here, Brad. May we get a challenge here. Well, it's under 2, so they're going to review this one automatically. But you think of everything that's happened in this game. They were down 6 a couple of times, 5 a bunch of times. They have really stuck with it and have stayed in the fight here for the Nighthawks. And now if this one stands, it's going to be a 1-goal game with $1.50 to go.
But after everything, here we are, still game on the line. No matter how much breathing room, and credit the Rochester Nighthawks for the resolve in this game. Hartley gets chased. They allow a 7-goal run.
Watch the footwork here from Fields. Is the ball in? And I think the feet stay out. This should be a good goal.
That looks pretty clean. Hunter Fields knows what he's doing on the doorstep. But talk about a guy who's been held in check from this team.
After review, the call on the field is confirmed. Good goal.
It is confirmed. It is a good goal, and now a massive face-off.
The narrative is that he's been held in check.
16 on the shot clock for Keegan Ball. Drives in, took a high check, stays out of the crease. feeds high. Charlotte Beatties. Did that hit the goaltender? No, says the official. Look out. No reset. Charlotte Beatties thinks they got a reset, and they didn't. And maybe conflicting calls here. I think one official might have signaled reset, but the low official did not, and just the craziness is going to continue here. This is a massive call. Hutchcraft to the bench, 6-on-5 Nighthawks. Into the final 30 seconds we go. Lanchbury from the point. Skip feed down to Zed Williams. It's Ryan Smith. You know they're looking for 10 as Delbienko over in time in front of this one. Where's the ball? And this is the play of the game. Let's have a look. Does Delbienko get across in time? It's the call from number 12.
Decision.
Due to inconclusive evidence, the call in the field of no goal will stand.
Delbienko going to set a pick. Dixon going to go run behind the net, and I bet you they're going to take the 8 seconds. Now they're going to throw it down the floor here. Ball can't handle the bounce. It's bouncing around here. McConvey took a bump. Ball comes loose. 3 seconds to go, and they call timeout with 4 seconds to play. And if nothing else, you just don't want to get it into the stick of 10. Lanchbury will fire. Ball knocked down. Smith late. Tackled, and ball loose. Ball game over. Rochester claiming there should have been a penalty called at the end of that, but it's too late. It's over, I think.
Ruffle feathers in this offense, but now things are absolutely clicking for this Vancouver Warriors. Put up 32 in their last 2 nights.
What a game, what a game. They're going to be talking about this one for a while, but we got to get out of here. For our producers, X Raris, for Olivia McDonald, for Brad Schellner, I've been Jake Elliott. For the fastest game on 2 feet, for the creator, thanks for watching the National Lacrosse League.